Wait a minute. She's not a newbie, but we welcome her and the new folks today. And our beloved Eric has returned from Panama, and Eric's in the house. Woohoo! Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, we also want to welcome our online visitors. And then I would like you to join me in our statement and vision. And together, there is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the good omnipotence. Yes. And our vision. We are transformed lives, transforming the world. Yes. So, I'd like you to sit very comfortable in your seat. I invite you to soften or close your eyes. And I invite you to release any concerns that have gone on before or any plans you have after our service today. And be here right now in this moment as you turn inside. Take in a nice, slow, easy breath in and a long, slow breath out. As you focus on your breath, realize you have nowhere to go and nowhere to be, but right here, right now, in this moment. And I invite you to affirm with me, centered in the one presence and one power, I step into this holy instant of release. I affirm that I am one with divine mind, and any belief in separation is a temporary, false perception. I release all thoughts of limitation, allowing them to dissolve in the light of truth and fade away. And in this quiet moment, I fully accept my inherent wholeness and stand secure in divine love. And so it is, and so shall it be. And amen. You're most welcome. Thank you, everyone. And now I'd like to invite up our wonderful Stephen Ryan with his svelte voice.
Mayor, don't go anywhere.
Yes.
This is very important. You're part of this. You just don't realize it. Today's word, as you can see, is prosperity. Now, most of you know of Catherine Ponder, the great unity prosperity teacher with her iconic books from Divorce Publishing on this topic. She was known for her beautiful, she understood the science of color as it related to prosperity. She was known for her bright, vibrant home with orange and fuchsia walls. And as you can see, Mayor is channeling Catherine Ponder's decor today. She's a walking avatar of prosperity. Catherine thanks you from Palm Desert. Satisfaction. Today I focus on the ways in which I am prosperous, and I realize the many ways I am blessed. I experience prosperity through my material comforts, but I also feel prosperous through the amazing functioning of my physical body and my active mind. I am prosperous through the spiritual bond I have with God and the deep peace it gives me. I am grateful for my prosperity in its many manifestations. I give thanks. I am thoroughly blessed and prospered in mind, body, and soul. And today's biblical quote is, "Then you shall see and be radiant. Your heart shall thrill and rejoice, because the abundance of the sea shall be brought to you. The wealth of the nations shall come to you." Isaiah 65. And if you'll join me in saying the affirmation 3 times together. I am prosperous in all ways. I am prosperous in all ways. I am prosperous in all ways. Thank you.
Good morning. Let's all stand and sing this together. And up, up, up to a higher place. Up, 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 far beyond this time and space. Up, up, up to a higher place. I feel my soul rising to a higher place. Higher place, higher place. I feel my soul rising to a higher place. No more forward, no more backward, no more spinning around and around. My life is moving ever upward. My feet are leaving the ground. Up, up, up to a higher place. Up, 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 far beyond this time and space. Up, up, up to a higher place. I feel my soul rising to a higher place. Higher place, higher place. I feel my soul rising to a higher place. Higher place, higher place. I feel my soul rising to a higher place. I feel my soul rising to a higher place.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I don't think there's a Sunday that happens that I do not feel my soul rising to a higher place when I come into this wonderful sanctuary. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'd like to go over some wonderful opportunities here that we have. First, our Reiki circle is meeting today. It's going to be right here in the sanctuary. That will be at 12:30. Love offerings are appreciated. And let's see, number 2, we are gearing up, we are gearing up for the Community Fun Festival, which will be held here at Unity, Saturday, September 19th. Mark the date. So if you're interested in volunteering, don't forget, right out there on a table, pretty sure of it, there is going to be an option for you to sign up so we can let the people who are arranging this, particularly, I don't see Penelope and Lori and anybody else that are getting this thing set up so that we can have a successful and very fun community festival. So there is lots of different talents and skills that are needed to make the festival a success. So please do sign up and participate, and invite everybody that you know and all your friends. Yes.
There should be a table outside, little cards with the information.
Okay. So Lori says there's some cards that are out there.
With the Fun Festival on it, and I brought it up before.
And
Please take some of them.
how about passing them around? Just go on out and,
That's what I'm saying. But
yeah.
if you go to the library or somewhere where you know that there's like a bulletin board and stuff.
Yeah, so there, I mean, for the sake of the people online, I'm just going to repeat what you're saying. So everybody that finds those cards, go ahead, share them, let others know about the event, and post them. And
And you can get this if you're online.
oh,
Shot this online and share it on your
so we can screenshot that online and share it on our Facebook. Excellent. Okay. Yes. And if you wouldn't mind going ahead and getting some of those cards and just share them now, go ahead and pass them around and take as many as you want then. Okay, so our next announcement, let's see. This one's a little hard for me to read, but if you can see, there's a QR code up there, and this is a meal train for our beloved Ronnie Russell, and he is just wanting some extra assistance with how do you say that word? Rehabilitation and recovery. Thank you. And so you can scan that to see when and information about helping him out with a meal train. And let's see, then we're on to save the date, Unity World Day of Prayer. This is also good. You know, they've never had the peace pole dedicated here. And so this is going to be quite a wonderful opportunity. So this is September 9th at 6:30 p.m. If you haven't noticed, we have a peace pole in the garden out there, and it will be dedicated. So, and Lynn's going to have a, what was that, Lynn? Ooh. Okay, so we're going to have some officious people from from the city of Richmond come and join us. Wonderful. And let's see. So yes, that's going to take place. It's going to be outside in the front of the building, and more details to come. And okay. So there's limited flyers that are available today, but for those of you here, you could take a picture on your phone if you want and proceed, and we'll get more of those printed up as well. All right, so I think we're going to invite up the beautiful Katrina Carol Lewis now.
Good morning, beloved. So at the end of this song, I'm going to ask you all to sing with me. And when we get there, the lyrics are, be rid of your disguises again. Be rid of your disguises again. So when it gets there, don't let me down. I'll let you know when to sing along. If you want to know real feeling, take the time for healing, a moment in the morning for prayer. Begin anew at sunrise, wipe the dust from your eyes, be rid of your disguises again. A little for your father, a little for your mother, a little for your sister, a little for your brother, a little love for your soul will make you whole. If you're looking for protection, learn to read directions written in the depths of your soul. Remember in the noonday, sit in peace, meditate. Stillness takes you further than you know. A little for your father, a little for your mother, a little for your sister, a little for your brother, a little love for your soul will make you whole.
Da 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 receiving the peace that you've been leaving behind.
There's a little for your father, a little for your mother, a little for your sister, a little for your brother, a little love for your soul will make you whole. Be rid of your disguises again. Let me hear you. Be rid of
Your disguises again. Be rid of your disguises again. Be rid of your disguises again. Be rid of your disguises again. Be rid of your disguises again. Be rid of your disguises again.
2 more times.
Be rid of your disguises again. Be rid of your disguises again.
Thank you, beloveds.
Thank you so much. All right, so we have one of our very own that I would like to introduce. Perhaps some things you didn't know about our beloved Kaira. So, for the past 10 years, she's been a member of Unity of Richmond, where she has apparently been unable to resist volunteering. So over the years, she's taught Sunday school for 7 years, served as a platform assistant, facilitated creative workshops and the affinity group, and served a 2-year term on the board. Outside of Unity, she is a newly certified life coach. That's pretty cool. An artist, yes. A program manager, and the mom of a young adult, which may be the most advanced leadership training of all. So, she's also a very proud dog mom to Elvis and Presley, which I think is delightful. And I think it's so cool that she's a newly minted bass player. Wow. Currently learning to rock out one song at a time. She believes creativity, curiosity, and willingness to laugh at ourselves are powerful tools of transformation. Her talk today, Tools for Your Transformation, explores how Don Miguel Ruiz's The 4 Agreements, yes, can serve as practical guideposts for everyday life, and how they connect beautifully with Unity's spiritual principles. After 10 years at Unity, she's still showing up, still asking questions, and still apparently volunteering. So there may be something to this transformation thing after all. So I ask you to please join me in welcoming up Coach Kaira.
Good morning. So I'm not as transformed as Reverend Robin, who can do this without notes, so I still have room to grow. All right, so thank you so much for being here today. It's wonderful to share this. I mean, there's more than one tool because there's 4 agreements, but I just might refer to it as one tool. But how many of you have ever wanted to change something about your life? Good. All right. And how many of you, I forgot, I don't need that microphone. Sorry. How many of you have changed something about your life only to discover that you brought the same version of yourself into that new thing that you've changed? All right. Yeah. Double hands, right? Feet too? I'll do the feet. All right. So we try something new, but the same pattern kind of follows us, right? So sometimes we just are working on trying to change the outside piece when we are invited to change what's inside, right? That goes with us everywhere. Like, we're the only ones we are sure to go to sleep with every night. That's us. That's us. That's it. There's nothing else. So we get to choose this. We get to change or transform whatever you want. And so that today I'm going to share with you how I use the 4 agreements as my guidepost, either when I'm going to bed at night with myself and like kind of going through my day and saying like, hey, was I impeccable with my word, or did I take that personally? Just checking in, like, hey, do I want to keep doing that, or would I like to do it different the next time, and just offering up for that transformation. So I get a little clicker thing too. This is kind of like work and church, like mixing. So transformation, what do we mean by that? So there's a couple things, like you can look at it like change versus transformation. Change is like something happening to or around us, where transformation is something happening within us that changes how we experience and respond to what is going on around us. So that is kind of the distinction. You also, as we're thinking about it from a unity lens, it's also kind of like our shift in consciousness, right? So that's how we're going to be thinking and talking about transformation today as we go through this. The other thing that transformation asks is, who am I becoming through all of this, right? So like these things are happening, but who am I? Because that, again, is all we have control over, right, is us. And we're the only ones that are going to be around, us. So why transform? Beyond the unity vision that we all said at the beginning of the service, right? We are transformed lives, transforming the world. I transform myself so I can participate differently in the world. Like, I don't necessarily like, how I show up sometimes when, someone tells me that I'm a little bit of a helicopter mom, for example. Like, I'm not like loving that. So what can I do differently about that? But still take the care that I think I should for my child, right? So the process kind of looks like inner transformation, different choices, different relationships, different communities, and a different world, right? That's how we go from ourselves transforming and then the world being transformed. So this kind of also connects to another quote that you could put this in your spiritual toolbox as well, is, by Gandhi, be the change that you wish to see in the world. Well, great, I can hear that all day long, but like, what does that mean, and how do I do that? And so I don't have to wait for the world to transform before I transform, is the invitation. I can start with the one person whose consciousness I can actually influence, which is awesome. All right, so now that we have that understood, if transformation is the goal, what are the tools that we use to get there? I think I need to click. There we go. I have found transformation is not something that happens because we read a good book, or hear a good Sunday message like this one, or have a profound spiritual experience. Those moments open the door, but the transformation happens through practice. You've heard practice makes perfect, which I don't know that there's perfect, but still practice. So today, I'm excited to share the tools I use to practice transformation between Sundays at Unity of Richmond, right? So between the services. So the 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, it is a very small but mighty book. This is a hard copy, but they have soft copies, and you can get a lot off of the internet too, just like some of the PDF copies. But these are agreements. These are agreements you decide to make with yourself if this works for you. Agreements you might make in your family. This has been a great leadership tool for me as well, even at work. I just did a few months ago. I was on a leadership panel, and they asked like how I deal with change and like the churn and stuff that we had to do with in corporate, and it always comes back to these 4 agreements and like how I'm leading myself so that the rest of me, and it ripples out, right? The ripple effect. So these are tools, not rules. They are practices that help us become more conscious, not 4 more things we can use to judge ourselves for not doing things perfectly. That is huge for me personally, which is why I'm saying it out loud to you too, so that if you are similar to me and want to have all these rules, and if I don't do them right, then what's the point? Like, throw them out. And like, that's not what this is about. This is like a guidepost. And that's how I see them. They're guideposts. I, get far away from them sometimes and have to come back. So I either reread the book or reread one of the sections, of the rule that's like really hard for me. Not rule, agreement. Everybody remember Cliff Notes? Did you use those? Yeah. Cool. That's not what this is. So these are Kaira's notes. So with that, it's my interpretation, how I've used these agreements from this book. So we're not going to get very deep into this, but hopefully it piques your curiosity to decide to go pick up the book yourself or reread it. I think some people were like, oh, when they heard the title and knew what tool I was going to share, they were like, oh, yeah. So rereading it might also give you a different lens at this point as well. Alrighty, so let's get into the first one, which is, give myself grace for not doing this. Okay. Be impeccable with your word. Impeccable actually means without sin. Actually, I didn't realize that, but that is what that means. So this is the exact information that comes from the book, Don Miguel Ruiz, on the screen. And so for those that maybe can't see it, speak with integrity, say only what you mean, avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others, and use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. So being impeccable with your word is really all about being, is self-love, like emboldening yourself, covering yourself in self-love, because it's without sin. It's not, don't repeat those things that go on in your head and, things that you wouldn't say to a friend, but you're letting come through in your mind, or that's me at least. I try to remind myself, this one, be impeccable with your word, not just with everybody else, but including myself, right? The unity connection here is the power of the word and divine power of thought and speech. Our words have creative power. What we say to ourselves and others can reinforce limitations or express truth, love, possibility, and prosperity, as we talked about on Daily Word. Yeah. So that's kind of the unity connection. For me, I am such a stickler for words. Like many people probably already know that if someone's like, oh, I need to lose 10 pounds, I'm like, no, you need to release 10 pounds because you don't want to find them again, right? Like, be intentional with our words and choose them accordingly, yeah, right? Like, gone, we're gone. Yes, goodbye. So just catch yourself sometimes, like, oh, wow, could I say this differently? Like if something comes out, or, if someone's offering you some words, like could they say it differently, and maybe you could take it differently, although we'll get into that in a minute too. So Ruiz example, if I call you stupid, it's not because you are, but you get angry with me for saying that you were stupid. And so I really just sent the anger back to myself. So what I remember from this one is I am rubber, you are glue. Whatever you say to me bounces off of me and sticks to you, right? Like that was a cute comeback when some of us were younger. But it's really profound and dang, kids do know what this is all about, right? They do know. So definitely try to, drink that one in, let that one sit. If you don't remember anything else, just be like, oh. Because also, when I say something to somebody, it's not about them, it's about me. And so it's like a mirror, oh, do I want to be that way or not? That's my choice. Number 2 is pretty cool, but I think it's going to take me 2 clicks every time, so we're just going to be ready for that. Don't take anything personally. Don't think that this technology is against me because I can't click it correctly. So don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. And that goes for positive and negative, really, right? So they might do something and it shows love, but, yes, it might show love, but you were already love. You didn't need them to do the positive or the negative thing. You were already that. And that's a huge thing that I'm still working on, right? All of these I'm working on, by the way. I have not mastered any of them. I'm still practicing 24/7. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream, their own circumstances. We have no idea. So in life coach training, we come to the table as a novice. We don't know anything. We clear our minds. It doesn't matter if it's a business coaching kind of situation and I've done the business before and this person is, that's not what we're there for. That doesn't matter what I have experienced, because my experience, I could never, ever, and my brain is not big enough, and neither is yours, unfortunately, to think of the possible scenarios that could come in from each person's circumstances. Even if we were both one of 3 kids, it doesn't matter. The youngest versus the oldest, different experience, right? Parents together, parents not together, whatever. There's no way that we can know all that. So there is no way that we can know what that person really meant or anything. So we cannot take that personally. And then when you're immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. And that is the huge thing of this whole book, is how to eliminate the suffering that we put on ourselves. How do we do that? We do that by not being impeccable with our word, taking things personally, and then some of the other tool agreements that we'll get to. So, like I said, this one's a big one for me. But when I do remember it, I do feel more at peace and aligned and okay with whatever's going on around me, because I'm choosing to respond in that way instead of the vitriol back to the person, or even the good stuff well, they said I'm a great teacher, so I should just go be a teacher. Not necessarily. So for me, again, to try to help remember this, it's like holding up a mirror when they say the thing. Just hold up the mirror and it's back to them, right? It's what they are coming from, where they're coming from. The unity connection here is understanding the divine nature and the principle of oneness. Other people's behavior is about their consciousness, perceptions, wounds, beliefs, and choices. I don't have to make someone else's experience mean something about my worth. So that is about not taking anything personally. The third one is do not make assumptions. There we go. So in this, from Ruiz's words, find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want, which ties back to number 1, right? Being impeccable with our word. But, what questions do we need to ask? Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstanding, sadness, and drama. And with just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. So the unity connection here is wisdom. So our, spiritual power, some of our spiritual powers: wisdom, understanding, and faith. And we are invited, instead of filling the gaps with stories, we can seek understanding, ask questions, and trust that we do not have to know everything immediately. That one's huge for me. Immediately, I want to know. I want to know the thing right now. Instead, we are invited to have faith and to believe in divine order, right? And it will play out the way it plays out in the time and the things like that. And for me, my own experience here, we know that I'm creative, but my creative really blossoms here, filling in all the gaps. And I know what they meant, and I know what that story is about. And it's usually the worst case scenario, not what is the best that could happen. So I have to really watch this one about making assumptions. And so this agreement really just invites me to have courageous conversations, practice patience, right? Waiting for the answer, waiting for whatever is coming from the situation, and grow and lean into my faith of not seeing all the answers, but just knowing that they're there in the divine order that we talk about here at Unity. So that is don't make assumptions. And because I'm trying to tie this to something that you know, like kind of every day as you're working on, practicing these. So, you know what they say about assumptions, and I'm just going to leave it there because this is church. But really, what that means is that by making assumptions, we're making everybody look foolish because we have no idea what they're thinking, when they were saying it, and like I'm being foolish by guessing some random, thing that is just not even close to the truth. Because when I do find the truth, I'm like, oh, I was off. I was way off. All right, so this one is my favorite and comes up, the most. Do your best. And your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you're healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstances, simply do your best, and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. It also, for me, keeps me very present. Like, in this moment, just don't think about the one before, or when I did this, before, or when I'm going to do this in the future. Just right now, what is my best? What is the best thing that I can do in this moment? Unity connection is, again, some spiritual powers, strength, will, life, growth through practice. Transformation isn't about perfection. We bring our best to this moment, knowing our best changes depending upon our capacity, our circumstances, and our consciousness. So 3 C's right there. I use this agreement personally for myself and others to show grace. Like, this is where grace is really invited to come in and say, hey, in this moment, like, you did the best that you could. Like, there's no other way to look at this. Like, you did your best. And I think it also, like I said earlier, helps me stay in the present. So I'm not comparing, like, future back. So, for example, like, what if I did this talk in 2 more years? Like, what transformation and where would I be coming from at that lens? And that's really, like, what I feel like the spiritual journey is like, we're on this spiral, and so you're going to hit some of the same things again, but you're in a different area on your timeline, right? You're in a different consciousness state, you're in a different circumstances, maybe money. I mean, a lot of things are different, and so how you're going to handle it then, you have different tools. Dr. Maya Angelou, when you know better, you do better. I mean, that's a possibility too. But that, I think, to me is, why, again, also, like, I even spend time on transforming myself, because I know I'm going to hit it again, and I want to be in a different place next time. So, all right, now we can put this all together, and so putting this transformation together and into practice, I found my favorite Wayne Dyer quote helps to put the 4 agreements into practice, and that is, change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. I'll say it again. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change, by Dr. Wayne Dyer. And what I've offered here is just some ways that this, you can see the change for each agreement. So for agreement 1, and being impeccable with my word, I can look at how I speak and define myself. For agreement 2, not taking things personally, how I interpret other people's behavior. Agreement 3, for not making assumptions, how I interpret what I don't know. And agreement 4, doing my best, how I interpret my own imperfections. Okay, so those are starting points for you to jump off from, or anything else that you've heard throughout today. Again, you could be like, hey, I really want to work on being impeccable with my word, or I really want to do, that I'm doing my best at any moment today. Like, you can pick just one and, like, kind of work on it and check in at the end of the day, like, hey, how'd that go? What went on with that? You can set a timer on and just be like, hey, 4 agreements, and then just see what comes up for you and, move from there. So the 4 agreements help us change the way we look at things. The external situation doesn't necessarily change. Our relationship to it changes, right? Again, it's that spiral kind of thinking too. And that is transformation. We are in control of our relationship, our response, our ways of seeing, right, the perspective that we have on whatever's going on at the time. So, in summary, transformation is an inner shift in how we see and experience life. The 4 agreements give us practical tools to practice that shift. And when transformed people live differently, they help transform the world. Amen. Wow. Thank you.
Well, that was a beautiful, insightful, and helpful talk. Thank you so much again. Now, Kaira talked about the 3 C's just there, and we did not coordinate about this meditation, but it's going to fit in. There you go, Spirit. So my inspiration for today's meditation, many of you know that I'm a psychotherapist, so I am a practitioner of internal family systems, or IFS. And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be lovely to do a meditation on the 8 C's? There's 8 C words in internal family systems, 5 more than what Kaira mentioned, but they fit all well together. So I invite you once again to sit back comfortably in your chair. Take a nice, easy breath in and a long, slow breath out. Soften and close your eyes, soften or close your eyes, and begin to turn your attention inward. Find that sacred sanctuary of your being as we meditate upon the 8 C's. Compassion. May I meet every part of my consciousness with boundless compassion. I welcome my fears, my anger, and my weariness, knowing that every part of me has a positive intention and seeks my good. Creativity. I am infused with divine creativity. Divine creativity supports me to find new, harmonious ways to live, heal, and express my unique spiritual purpose in the world. Curiosity. Instead of judging my perceived flaws or reactive behaviors, let me ask them with an open heart, what do you need me to know right now? As I center in self-energy, I explore any reactive parts with gentle curiosity. Courage. Centered in divine courage, I am strengthened to stand with my most vulnerable, wounded inner parts, offering them protection and love without retreating. Confidence. I rest in absolute confidence. My faith is anchored in the truth of my Christ nature. My true self is unshakable, whole, and eternally connected to oneness. Clarity. Clarity illuminates my mind. It dispels the fog of old conditioning, so I may see my thoughts, my history, and my current situations through the lens of pure truth. Connectedness. My sense of connectedness grows with my awareness of oneness. I remind myself that all parts of my inner family are vital to my wholeness, and that I am inextricably woven into the grand tapestry of all life. Calmness. My divine inheritance allows me to be centered in calmness. in the midst of any inner or apparent outer storm. I align with my divine self. I anchor myself in the serene, still, small voice of God. And as we begin to close this time of meditation, I am grateful. I now breathe in the wholeness of my being. I am unified, I am loved, and I am complete. And so are we all. And so it is, and amen.
Let's all sing the face of God together. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of love. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God.
Once again, Ian. So let us see. Where am I right now? We have our meditation. So I think I would like to invite up Larry Blanchard as well as the ushers. Larry, and if the ushers would just stand aside for a moment, I think Larry has some important financial information to share with us from the board. I believe that's what it is. Is that what it is, Larry? That's what it says. Okay. Come on up.
Well, I didn't wear fuchsia today, but I feel that the prosperity message is really alive and well. Thank you. You know, Stephen opened with the prosperity, the lesson of the day. I want to acknowledge our prosperity team. I actually had the opportunity to sit in with them last week. Wow, what a dynamic group. You unleash them and prosperity comes. So thank you so very, very much. And I wanted to, the reason I'm here is to just acknowledge that from the town hall meeting, we are already having results, prosperity. You know, one of the things that we know is when you say something to your family and your friends, things start happening. And we already have a new tenant, and that's thanks to Mary Beth and a conversation she had with her family. And the other thing I will say is that because of someone's generosity, who has made a nice contribution towards paying down the back wages of our minister, and that is deeply appreciated. So thank you all. Bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you so much, Larry. All right. That's great. Okay, so if you would join me in saying our prosperity blessing together, I certainly would appreciate it. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give joyfully and generously, and I am grateful.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. It's gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street without enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, because they've got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. Na 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 na. I've been a victim of a selfish kind of love. It's time that I realize that there are some with no home, without a nickel to loan. Or could it be really me, pretending that they're not alone? A willow deeply scarred, somebody's broken heart, and a washed out dream. They follow the pattern on the wind, you see, because we've got no place to be. That's why I'm starting with me. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, then take a look at yourself, then make the change. You gotta get it right while you got the time, 'cause you can't close your mind. That man with that man in the mirror, I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make the change. Na 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 na. I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. It's gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. Thank you.
Thank you, Katrina, and wonderful music crew. Yes. Come on up, ushers. All right. So let's give some gratitude thanks. We give thanks for the gifts that will support our mission of creating a spiritually awakened world. And so it is. And I do believe that we have some more thanks. Thank you, me, for being the prayer chaplain. And Stephen, would you come on up? Because the man with the swelt voice is also a prayer chaplain today. Oh, and thank the scarf. All right. So let me see now. We also want to, oh my goodness gracious, we must thank Kaira. What a wonderful talk. We thank Debbie and all those who contribute to keeping this place together and looking good. We thank the beautiful people in the back, the AV team, our ushers, Larry for coming up and wearing the scarf, and everyone who makes this service possible, which is all of you and all of our folks online as well. So, hand of applause. All right, so let's see here. Today, I would now like to invite you to say our prayer of protection with me. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment